Hi, it's Donna from Design Success, and hopefully I've got a stable internet because I've just decided this morning to come up to Music Point, which is just a few minutes around the corner from where I live. And you can just see here how absolutely stunning it is. The guys over here playing golf, not quite sure if you can quite see them anymore, but it's just absolutely stunning up here, and it's such a gorgeous sunny morning, so I thought it was really nice to get outside and have a chat to you. So today I'm going to chat to you about why you should write your goals down, because for me, once I realised the importance of actually getting them down onto paper or down onto a vision board, it was so much easier to actually understand where you were heading, what steps you needed to take, and how you actually needed to make these sorts of goals happen in your life and in your business. So I always like to relate it back to a story, and so for me, I've got a couple of vision boards in my office, and I love to look back on my old vision board actually and just see how much I've achieved or how far I've come in the last 6 months, the last year, and all those sorts of things. So over on the weekend I achieved another one of my really big awesome goals, which I had around personal fitness, and that was to get out in the water and to race. So I did a few small races over Christmas. It's in paddleboarding. Did a few small races over Christmas, which was really, really cool, but I went along to some race training, which was totally out of my comfort zone when I headed along on Saturday, and I was really nervous, of course, but these days I know that there's nothing wrong with being nervous, there's nothing wrong with being the one that's maybe at the end of the pack, there's nothing wrong with being the person that falls off in the water, all of those sorts of things, because I've always been a fairly competitive person and I like to do things and do them well. So like I say, I headed along and I participated. And I did, I happily participated, but something really interesting happened. One of my really old blocks came up. So it got quite windy, and the guys asked everyone to just paddle out to a buoy and go around it. So as we were paddling out, the wind was really, really strong, and I know that I struggle in the wind. And so the minute I felt that wind, I was like, oh my gosh, I know I can't paddle in the wind. This is too hard for me. And as the group got further and further away, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm out of my depth, I can't do this, what am I going to do, help, I'm going to cry. All those sorts of old blocks came up. My husband came alongside me and was really supportive and just told me to, dig down and to keep my head down and to keep paddling on one side, and just keep giving me all the tips so that I knew what to do. When I got back into the beach, I was like, oh my gosh, I really felt that I could have actually easily given up, which is something that in my past I have done. So I've always wanted to do things, but then if things don't go well, I want to give up because I think it's too hard, or I've actually set a goal that's far too difficult for me. So rather than continue to try and fail, make mistakes, all those sorts of things, I tend to give up because I feel that it's easier. And another thing I used to do as a younger teenager was I was a runner, and if I wasn't coming first, I would often just pull out with the stitch, because that was my way of, it was actually, I gave up. And I'm really, really proud to say now that I am in a better state of mind, in that I know that sometimes you have to go through the struggles, or sometimes I know that you have to fail or make mistakes to actually succeed or to improve or to reach those goals. I'm just going to look at my notes because I do get easily sidetracked. So that was one of my personal goals. And then one of my business goals was to really start to grow Design Success, that I could help more and more of you interior designers out there. So one of the goals that I had on my vision board was to get bigger, to expand my business and to grow it so that I could help more people around New Zealand and also out of New Zealand by converting my programs into an online program. So at the time when I wrote this down, I actually didn't know how I was going to do it. So these are sort of the three things that when you're starting to set your goals and write them down, is it's all about the, who do I need to help me? What do I need to do? Like, what are my actions? And then how am I going to do it? So if you're writing things down, so you would say, for instance, who are the people I need right now that'll help me grow my business? Who are the ideal clients I need right now? Who do I need to reach so that I can help more of those people? Who do I need to help me right now? What do I need to do? So that's writing down your actions. So once you've set those goals, or you've created your vision board and you've put your images up there, that's all good and well, but then it's more about the what. So writing down the actions. So this week I need to do this, I need to make contact with this person, I need to sit down and write this down, I need to employ someone to help me, I need to outsource, I need to find this, etc., etc. And then the how, you know, often the how for me was the biggest part, because I was more about the whole pushing, about the, you know, how can I make it happen faster, how can I actually do this when I don't know how to do it. So your how becomes your often asking for more help around writing down the various steps so that you can work out how easily you can achieve that how. So for me, around goal setting, create those vision boards. If you're a visual person, if you're creative, like lots of us are, we love writing things down, we love cutting out pictures, we love creating big words. I know many people that put them into folders and they actually have all their goals and intentions, and that's set around lovely images and words and graphics. So do what works for you. I love my vision board because I set it up in my office beside my desk, and then I can look at it, and it's like so exciting to actually look back and see. And that's also something really cool about when you do write them down, or when you do create these vision boards. It's like 3 months, 2 months, 6 months down the track, and then even a year down the track, you can look back and go, wow, you know, big pat on the back, look how much I've achieved because I wrote them down. If you hadn't written them down, you know, you'd be sort of thinking, what did I actually want to achieve in this last 6 months? Or, oh gosh, I can't actually remember if it was X, Y or Z. So by having them written down, you've got that concrete evidence of the many, many things that you've achieved. So I'm really excited to say that all the girls that I'm working with in my Design Success program, my graduates and the girls that I'm teaching right now in my program, are achieving big things. They're writing their goals down and they're smashing them, and there's been super, super exciting things happening in our groups just recently. And if you'd love to join us and find out how I can help you in your business, designsuccess.co.nz. Love to hear from you. You can email me directly if you'd like on donna@designsuccess.co.nz, and love for you to comment below and let us know what you do to set your goals. Are you a person that writes them down, or are you a person that likes to create a vision board? Love to hear your thoughts, and look forward to chatting to you soon, and see you on my next Facebook Live, or head over to my YouTube channel and watch more of my videos. Thanks for joining me.